Hello guys, good morning and welcome back. Alright, so in today's video I want to show us how to make a female senator. But then before we proceed, let me show us the style that we are going to make. So both the trouser and the top is what we are going to make, right? So this is a picture, so I know it might not be bright. So now I'll just make it. So look at the design, as you can see. So this is the fabric I have for it. This is the combinations and everything. So here we are going to start from the trouser first. Now the trouser, we are going to use the plumb line method. Now remember, in my previous videos I made, we use a lot of methods in our trouser drafting, but here in this female trouser, the best method to use is the plumb line method. The reason being that it gives you that room for perfection where you will have the fitting so nicely fixed and every other thing considered. So here I'm trying to differentiate the front and the back panel, the front piece and the back piece of my fabric. So the shiny part is always the front, while the dull part is the back, right? So here I folded the two edges to come together just like this. Then you must make sure you arrange the fabric properly. Then after which, the next thing to do here is to mark out your baselines and side lines. So let me place this on top so that it doesn't shift from the table. So here you must have a long ruler, right? So you must have a long ruler so that you can, or you'll be able to draw the line as shown. And then while drawing the line, you make sure that the ruler is not shift, or you don't shift it, or it's not shifted. Make sure the ruler is being placed firmly on the edge of the trouser, right? Or of the fabric rather. Then draw the line across all through to the table legs. Still depends on the type of table you are using, right? Then here I am trying to mark out my baseline. Then half an inch off is ideal. Mark it out because it helps you to have a perfect finishing, right? Then after this, the next thing to do is to apply 2 inches there. Now that 2 inches is not part of the trouser length, but rather it is for folding allowance. So you mark 2 inches there. Then after the 2 inches, you extend the line in this form. Extend the line in this form. Then after which, the next to do is to apply the trouser length, which I happen to have it at 40 and a half. So I am going to mark the whole of the 40 and a half. Now some persons will ask me, won't I deduct the band? Now the answer is no. From this particular type of trouser draft, right? You don't need to deduct or minus the band from the length. You have to include the length in everything you are doing, which I will explain at the end of the video, right? Just include the whole length from there. Then after that, you draw your line in this form. You draw a line in that form and make sure that the line is as straight as possible. Then after you must have done that, now the next thing to do here is to get your crouch. Now which for a female trousers, the crouch is best gotten by hips over 4, right? Then remember, we have other methods we are using by measurements, quarter length of the trouser length, and then the hips over 4, or the upright sitting position. So here my hip is 45, then divide by 4, you have 11 1/4. Then because of the fact that the customer's length is up to 40, I don't need to do any other manipulation there. But then the standard way to get a female hip is hips over 4 minus 1, right? Irrespective of whatever the length is or the size is. Then what I did on the to get the knee points is from the crouch, I measured to the ankle point. and then divide by 2, then minus 3, right? So which I had to be 30 at the length, then minus 3 is 12, right? So from here, I'm trying to explain for us, right? So it's still the same thing if you go by west to knee, right? So now, after that, then you are going to apply the real hips here, which is 45, right? Which is 11 1/4, right? 45 11 1/4. So now, after you must apply 11 1/4, then you mark it in this form. The next to do is apply extra 2 inches here. Now that 2 inches will serve you for your hip extension and your crouch curve, right? Then after that, you measure the total distance from that 2 inches to the edge side of the fabric, divide by 2. So I have it to be 13.5. 13.5 divided by 2, you will have 6 1/4, 6 3/4, right? 6 3/4. So I'm trying to mark 6 3/4 all across from the crack depth to the knee line and then to the ankle line. So after you must have done that, mark it also on the ankle line, 6 3/4, right? Then connect the lines as shown. Then once your lines are connected this way, now the next to do is to start fixing the waist measurement, hip measurement, the knee measurement, and ankle measurement. Now bear in mind that you divide them by 2, that's by 4, right? That's dividing by laps by 4, dividing the knee by 4, dividing the ankle by 4, right? So I have a knee of 17 and a half. Now divide by 2 is 8 3/4, right? Then because of the fact that you have a center plumb line, you are meant to divide it into 2 again. That's by 4. So have divided it. Then you add extra 1 inch to that. Then the 1 inch will be added before you do your division. So now I have it to be 10 10, right? 10, that's 10, right? That's after adding the 1 inch. Then I applied 5 on both sides of this trouser, right? Then here also I have the ankle, so you are to mark it properly this way. The reason I'm taking my time to show you this video is for you to understand, right? Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and also give me a thumbs up on my video, right? Then subscribe to my channel as well if you're a first time viewer. So there, I am trying to do there is raising the ankle line up a bit. Now the raising is optional. You're the one to decide what your client wants or know what he wants. So after that, the next thing to do here, I'm looking for my hip curve. So after raising it up to a bit from the ankle, let's just say 10 inches height, then the next to do is to connect your measurement, the hip to the knee point, connect in this form to the knee point, and then after which the next to do as well is to connect in this form, right? So please note how I am placing my hip curve. Please note importantly how I'm placing my hip curve. These are what you should be learning mostly whenever you're watching videos. Learn how the tools are being used, right? So after this, you now connect the ankle line to the knee line and then fine tune any other deficiencies or any other on straight lines, right? So you just have to connect them in this. So this is how you cut the front panel of your um high normal waist trouser for a female. For a lady, it's called the best fit. That's I'm the one that gave it the name best fit. Then here I am trying to mark the waist. So divide your waist measurement by 4. Then whatever answer you have is what you're going to mark there, plus extra 1 inch, right? Extra what? 1 inch. So after that, connect this way, the hip line of okay, after before the hip line area, you have to slope your trouser normally. Please watch how I am sloping my trouser, right? So you do that way. Bear in mind, the 1 inch you added in the front was connected to the real hip point. Then after that, you are meant to come up by 2 inches here, so which serves us for the actual hip point. Then go diagonal from there by 1/2 inch. Then after that, connect the lines with your pattern master or your hip curve or whichever curve you can lay your hands on. Just make a connection there. Then after the connection, the next to do is to place your pockets, which you have to be 2.5 inch inner. Then from here, you have it to be 7 inches deep, right? Then after that, you are going to cut. So I will just also show you guys how to cut in case you have any doubt of what we have been doing all along. So this is for the first panel of the trouser. So if you are enjoying the video, kindly give me a thumbs up, comment, and also let me know where you are watching me from, right? So this is the best time for some of us to learn a skill, right? So when you are watching me, you just need to also follow the steps I am taking. So after that, you just cut from there. So if you notice any line that is not properly drawn, you can use your scissors and correct it by expanding a bit in order to make it correspond. All right. Then after that, you also cut this other side as well. So I will end the video for now, and then your comments, your reactions will let me know if I am to post the back cutting. Please make sure you comment, share, and like this video. Invite your friends, subscribe to my YouTube channel for us to learn together how to make good and perfect male clothes. Don't forget that this video is fully powered by Mr. Redefined Clothing Africa, aka the Fashion Priest. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in my subsequent videos, right? So I will end the video right here. Bye bye for now.